And now it's time to hear the interview I did with Julie and Anna. I caught up with them when I was out and about, and I spoke to them all about the launch of their timeline mural down at the Minster Gatehouse Museum. This is what happened when I spoke to them at that launch. So we are out and about at the Minster Gatehouse Museum, and we're going to be talking to Anna and Julie. Firstly, it's good to speak to you, and but it's a great day for you as well.
Yes, hi.
Lovely to see you two again.
Yeah, glad you could come, Daniel. You're brilliant.
No, thank you for inviting me.
Oh,
It's been a lovely opening. Everyone's here. There's lots of people here seeing it, and lots of good comments about the timeline mural. So it's.
Yeah, we've had good response to it, which is, as all artists, you always worry about that private view or that first time when people see the work and you think, oh my goodness, are they going to like it or hate it or, but we've had good response to it. And, as artists, we're pretty happy with it ourselves, aren't we? There's a few things we want to fiddle with and we will do, but as any artist that's out there knows, you always get to that point you think, I just need to add a little line here or a little bit of colour there, and and then we'll be happy with it, and it can be sealed and varnished and hopefully be there for many years.
Well, I've just had a look at it, and it's quite amazing just how much you've managed to fit in. There's little bits I recognise. I thought, I'm glad you got that in. So.
I know, we had to edit quite a bit, didn't we, Anna? Mary and Yvonne, who are sort of like the main people that helped with the project, it was Mary's and Yvonne's idea, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Mary Tomset and Yvonne, I can't remember her surname now. We just say names, don't we? Yvonne and Mary.
Yeah.
But no, she worked really hard. And then what happened was that we had to research and decide which bits were going to go on the wall.
We had several meetings, didn't we? Several meetings where we'd sit and go through, and at some points I'd get quite confused. With all the different dates flying around. But I have to say, it's actually really been a very good history lesson for me, even, because I'm not one who took too much interest when I was at school, but now this has really captured my love of history now.
And archaeological bits and pieces as well. I mean, it's just such an amazing space and an amazing little museum.
And Mary and Yvonne really are amazing people with such a knowledge of history.
The support that they've given us, every step
amazing.
of the way, they've been by our side. So we sort of don't see it as just our work, really. We did the painting, but Mary and Yvonne did so much hard work, helping us locate what part of history we were going to depict. And we would start off at one thing with maybe 3 or 4 images and say, well, how about this? How about that? Have meetings and say, well, actually, perhaps it would be better to have Tam Cottage in, or the hulks that were out in the estuary. So it was a lot of meetings and looking at things initially to try and decide what we were going to depict, because the island has got so much history. It's unbelievable. We were absolutely gobsmacked, weren't we? It's a modern terminology there, but.
Well, it's putting it all together, because one of the things, you sort of know bits of history, you know that bit of history, but you don't always know quite where it appears in the timeline of history.
Yeah. But that's the idea, even for the children, is now that they will be able to use the timeline to guide them and know where everything fits in and the time that it came.
It's a very visual thing, and Mary and Yvonne and all the other volunteers as well, when people come here, they'll give a little tour and talk about various parts of the history, and hopefully the timeline is going to help children really understand and see what the different parts of history are, mythology and things as well. And I think
my favourite part was finding about the grey dolphin legend, and that was really interesting, and also things like King Henry coming onto the island and things. It's just you wouldn't have realised this before.
No.
So I think it's all really good things that the children can learn.
And to think, on this little island, that we've had royalty stay and come here for safety at one point, away from the London plague, So we have a lot to offer this little museum, this island. I mean, we love it with a passion, and but if people come and visit, it's on Fridays. Mary, through the summer holidays, has run a dressing up thing, hasn't she, and art. And the children have come here and done dressing up and art. While we've been working on the painting, you see the children running around, don't you, and playing different aspects of history. And it's really great. It's a marvellous place.
And equally, when we've been here at night time, and it's very quiet, and all you can hear is, the sounds of the building. It's really quite something amazing, isn't it? It really is.
In fact, one of the brief for us to do the residency partly was to help raise awareness of this place through advertising and running various events, the competition and whatnot. And we sort of talked about and sort of recommended maybe doing various other things, one of which Mary and Yvonne run a sleepover here. And it was so successful, and the children loved it, even though there was a massive storm on that night. And I was sort of, oh my God, the poor children, are they going to be scared? But they were absolutely up for it. They were like, wait, look at that lightning, look, and the rain pouring down. And so there's lots of different things. So really watch this space for this museum, because there's going to be lots more things happening that are going to involve the children and local people. We want more local people to get involved. So, and if they have any ideas, they can go to the committee. And we're hoping to run an arts day here for artists to come and draw and paint, and from the artefacts that we've got here. So there's lots lots to do, and we're sort of probably going to take a big rest after this, because we start another project literally, really. As fast as we finish this one, we're straight on to another big project on the island, which we're really looking forward to. And we got the okay for that only weeks ago, didn't we? And we're dead excited about that one.
It's going to be a challenge. About it?
Yeah, I think we can't we? Because it's all set in place now. It's painting the mural onto Queenborough Harbour wall. If anyone's been down there, we've already done one side of the wall, and they were determined to get funding for the other side, and indeed they have. And lots of different people from the community have done their designs. And again, like we did here, we will paint their designs onto the wall. It's not safe for anyone else to do it. It doesn't matter if we fall in the drink, we can swim.
I'm hoping most of the time we're there, it'll be out.
I think I'd rather fall in when the tide's in, actually, because otherwise we're falling into mud. But no, we'll be starting that relatively soon. We've prepared the walls, everything's done and ready. Now we've got to just start transferring the images from people's designs, different groups.
And our own design as well.
And our own design as well. So that'll be the next big project for us, won't it? And that can be, because that's outside, so it'll be all weathers really, won't it?
Was it a difficult process? I was just thinking they're quite sort of rough and random walls. Was that a difficult process being able to paint on them?
Yes, very. And in actual fact, there we came along with our paints and brushes and our sort of skills as artists, and the building went, no way, Jose. We are going to dictate to you. Those walls dictated to us, didn't they, where things had to go. It's very difficult to explain, isn't it?
In some aspects, it helped some of the pictures actually become quite 3D-like, didn't it?
Yes,
But then in other aspects, things like buildings, that was really challenging, because you would draw it out and you would think it would look straight, and then you would go down to a different part of the step and it would look wonky. So it was a constant battle to get it looking right from all angles.
I was going to say that it's quite an unusual mural in some ways, because you actually get to see it looking up, and then when you come back down, you see it from the opposite angle.
It was that was a challenge in itself, wasn't it?
We did lots of up and down, didn't we? We draw bits out, and then you go up the stairs so that you get the viewpoint looking down, and then we go down so that you viewed it going up. And as Anna said, sometimes the nature of the wall you'd get it right when you were on level with it. but when you went down and looked up, it would look wonky. So
there was a few times when I was drawing out a building, and Mum would go, "Oh, that's not coming straight, that bit." And I said, "But Mum, from my angle, it is." And so then she'll come and go, "Oh God, it is, isn't it?" And then we'd have to just try and work something out to try and make it work, which was funny, but challenging. And the writing, oh my gosh, the writing in it has been a major challenge, an absolute major challenge.
And I have to say, I didn't have any part of that. My daughter did the writing, and it's beautiful, because writing is not my forte.
It was frustrating at times, but it's come out as best it can for the style of the wall, because like I say, it's very bumpy.
And she very cleverly started it off with the sort of the writing that went with that period. So we had medieval scroll writing, and then it transferred, got more Elizabethan, Edwardian, and then more up to the top part, which it turns into modern. So it was a very, very skilled thing. There were times when I cannot write another word. I have to paint a picture. So you do some painting.
You would start to see even you would start to paint the words out, and you'll be doing a line down, and because when you're doing the line down, the wall would bump out. All of a sudden, you would get a thicker part of the line, so you would have to then sort of paint a bit of cream over that to try and make it look straighter. So it was painstaking, but it's worth it, because it really does add to the timeline mural, and like I say, help. And those that want to read about it, not all children will want to read about it, and not all adults will, but those that do can. So
and there's cards as well. They've sort of made I don't know what you call them, not flashcards. They're attached to the wall, and people can just pull them out and read a bit more history if they want. So it's there for them if they want to.
So the bits that I haven't put on the wall, they've got on these pieces of cards that Yvonne and Mary have done.
What's really nice as well is how the pictures almost flow into it. So I noticed there was an area where one of the bricks comes into the other bit, so the picture flows through onto that brick. So it almost feels like it's grown with the building.
Yes, it has. So and also we've used sky and the sea to sort of bring each picture together as well, haven't we?
Yes.
As you go up, and that's also helped them each picture connect together quite nicely.
And we wonder, in years to come, because obviously some things didn't work, and when we were doing them, we were like, not happy with that, and it didn't register with the next piece, and so we think, well, okay, we're going to take that one out, so paint over it and start again. So in future years, many, many years down the line, if somebody's here working and they're chipping away at the walls, they might find some other pieces that with the mosaics, the Roman mosaics, where they clean something, there's some artwork under here, I wonder who did that. Well, it's us.
That's pretty amazing to think that in sort of hundreds of years that maybe somebody might come across our work and be like, we are thrilled
with that, aren't we? That is the biggest thing for us, that we've taken part in something so historic, and that hopefully is going to be there for a long, long time, well after we've gone, and then somebody might come and visit, and they'll go, who was that? And I wonder what happened then. And we've kept sort of a record of the work, the progress of it all, and so there will be like a booklet type thing, so people can see all the challenges that we had, all the funny bits that happened that we can't necessarily put on the radio. But it'll be in the book, hopefully, and different things that people have said to us when they've been coming round and looking and taking part.
That's the other thing. As we've been doing the mural, we've met some really amazing people as well, haven't we? And they themselves have really wanted to be informed about what's happening, and there's been people from America. Canada.
We've started a Facebook page,
New
didn't
Zealand, Germany,
Australia,
Germans, wasn't there?
Germany. So quite a lot of different things. And each person we've sort of said, well, we've put some stuff on Facebook page, isn't it? Is that what they call it now?
Yeah,
Facebook. Oh, Facebook. I'm not really a technical
Facebook page.
My daughters, and so we'll be putting a lot onto that now. So if anyone wants to find us, is it all right to say?
Go to
Bespoke Murals
on Facebook. You'll be able to see the links to anything else as well that comes up that we might be involved with.
Yep.
And so I mean we've had such fun, haven't we?
Yeah,
it's been lovely, and the people, you know,
we've got cold at times, really cold,
freezing
cold. Your hands and your feet are absolutely freezing, and to the point where your toes go numb. But you know, you just get on with it, don't you? And to get the end result. So.
I don't know whether there's a little girl, one of the winners. I don't know if she'd like to say a couple of things on the radio.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, could we? I wonder if she would. Amy?
I was hoping you could tell us a bit about your picture.
Well, I drew actually the Hearty Ferry Bridge because it's something that I've known all of my life, and I near enough go over it every day. So I just, when I thought of the island, I actually thought of the Hearty Ferry Bridge.
And is this the first time you've actually seen it up on the wall?
Actually, yeah, and I actually didn't think it was going to be on the wall because I thought that would be a bit difficult, but they've made it work.
Oh, well, it was a lovely piece of artwork, Amy. We were really impressed. It was a lovely piece. And if people come to visit, they can have a look, can't they? You're right at the top in the timeline. So.
Well, thank you very much for talking a bit about your picture.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Thanks.
and please come and visit this lovely museum, everybody out there. It'd be, you're missing a gem. It's a wonderful little place.
Yeah. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.